Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is brought to you by the Oklahoma City's Firefighter Local 157 and the Oklahoma City Fraternal Order of Police. This title fight takes place in the amateur welterweight division and is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 164 pounds, he stands 5 foot, 10 inches tall, fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas, representing the War Room MMA with a record of 7 wins and 0 defeats, the former Husky Fat Light Heavyweight Champion. Please welcome Josh the Black Samurai Douglas! His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 164 pounds. He stands 5 foot, 11 inches tall, fighting out of Jinx, Oklahoma, representing Blacklock Fighting Systems. He is an undefeated fighter with a 7-0-1 record. He is the current XFN lightweight champion. Please welcome Tyler Richison! And your referee is Kevin Nix.
Well, here we go. A championship bout. And you can see that Josh Douglas is like, look, man, let's meet in the center already. But here we go. They tap it up. And right out of the gate, but a solid shot to the midsection, though. Whoa.
Douglas has got some speed,
man, alive. He's quick. Quick as a cat.
And he's out that southpaw stance. Going to create some problems for Richison. He's going to have to throw some stuff down the middle. He's doing a nice job kicking that lead leg out, but it's tough going against a southpaw.
And you talked about it, retaining the speed. Josh Douglas is showing every bit of that right now, Blake. Man. How'd you like to be in there with him right now?
I don't know if I'd love it, but I'd do it.
My man. Well, and he's already starting to look a little welted in that midsection. Just a real balanced attack by Josh Douglas right now.
Saying, he's a guy that'll change levels on you. Doesn't know where the strike's coming from, and he's doing a good job of just changing the attack.
And you can already see there's a little bit of frustration right now coming from Tyler Richison.
Yeah, you can't get down too much. You know, this is a title fight. You got 5 rounds, so you got to start racking up the rounds. And that's what Douglas is doing right now. Hey, countering the counter. That's what you have to do at this next level.
Well, and you can see where his attack is not just on the outside when he throws those leg kicks on down low, but it's also to the inside, Blade.
Yeah, it's a mixed attack. Your leg's going to get chewed up quick. But Richison throws a nice head kick, though. You can't eat those on the guard all the time.
Sets him up with a couple of nice little mid shots.
And I would say Richison's got more power than Douglas does, but Douglas has a crazy amount of speed.
Well, they both have tremendous form.
Agreed. The technique is beautiful. I mean, this looks like a pro-level fight.
Absolutely it does. Oh, man. But he ate it, though, to his credit, because that was a solid shot from Douglas.
Solid. If you're Richison, you got to keep him on the ropes. This is where you can do your really good work. But, man, Douglas is countering.
Oh, but he got inside there with a good leg shot.
Richison's throwing some body shots.
Man, alive.
Wow.
What a way to end that first round. Incredible.
And it looks like Richard just came alive a little bit at that late of the round there. How would you score that?
I would say that was – look, to me, that first half of that round was Josh Douglas. I think the second half of that round was Tyler Richison.
So now it's like, well, who do you pick?
Yeah, I think it's 10-10.
With the judges, they're going to look at that later half of that round.
Well, and here's the thing, right? You know, one of the things that Scott was talking about with some of the variables, you know, it always – I think gets away from people because some judges look for power, some judges look for damage, and there's just so much more visible damage right now with Tyler Richison than there is on Josh Douglas. So if we're looking from a judge's perspective, there's a good chance that they're seeing that and going, he finished strong, but he is taking some heat.
Damage. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which the name of the game is who's taking more damage. But
exactly.
Also, you never know what they're looking at, who they're looking at.
I mean, tough round to call, but I just think that if anything, oh my goodness. What a shot. Okay.
Ooh, he about just fell in the ring.
Well, he was getting pushed pretty good there by Drago. Solid left there with that leg kick.
And then Richison's doing smart here. He's not giving him distance to where he can be countered. He's going to try and push him against the ropes, keep the fight there. He can score points here.
Well, and you could tell he's really looking for that uppercut as well.
Agreed.
He wants that to land.
And he's really starting to come alive with these attacks. Nice paw.
Oh,
Hey!
my goodness. That was a solid shot there. Yeah,
That's
the
a
ref's going to
knockdown.
count it as a knockdown.
And there's no argument from Douglas there. I think he does agree. He just got rocked.
Yeah, he did. And again, it was that uppercut. That's what he's looking to land. And now he's getting inside real strong here, Blaine.
And I wouldn't be tying up on Richison here. I'm teeing off on him again because he's doing a good job of pitter-pattering some of these punches and then mixing in the hard shots.
Thing is, though, is Richison is doing surprisingly well in the clinch.
He is. But when you just hurt someone, you don't want to tie him up, give him a chance to
That's
recover.
true. That's true. Solid right there again. Douglas he's reeling right now, that's for sure.
I think Douglas is not fully there. And he's also gone back to orthodox. His left leg might be chewed up.
Well, and he is leaning on
right
those
leg.
ropes, something fierce.
He's hurt. And if Richardson's just got to keep doing what he's doing, maybe ramp it up a little bit, get him out of there. Wow. Beautiful mix to the body, to the head.
I was going to say, if he doesn't start throwing here pretty quick, he's going to have to show the ref something.
Yeah.
There, another solid right from Tyler Richison. There he ducks it,
Hey,
brings in a nice right knee there.
Douglas is hurt, man. He's doing too much watching. He's
Solid
got dropped
right
again.
shot.
He's out.
He is out. That is it.
They're going to count him, but, man, he was out for a second.
Can he get up from this?
I might.
Oh, my goodness.
He got saved by the bell.
Oh,
Got saved by the bell. Wow.
Incredible. The wherewithal to be able to get up from that one because that was a shot from Tyler Richison.
Holy smokes. I mean, that's a buzzer beater. I mean, you just got to keep doing what he's doing, man. He's got to keep him against the ropes. Is really taking Douglas out of his game. He wants to counter you on the outside. He's a master at it, but, man, he just can't do it. And I think he might be depleted at the point where I don't know if he can get back into this fight.
Well, the referee is over there taking a look at him. I think he's going to have the fight doctor come over and take a look and figure out whether or not he could continue.
He might retire on this stool here.
Well, he's standing up, but he is hunched over, breathing heavy. I mean, what kind of conversation do you think his trainer's having with him right now?
To be honest, you got to ask your fighter, do you want to keep going? You don't want to see him just get hurt.
And he wants to stop.
He stopped
yeah.
it. See, yeah.
Yeah, he just looked at the ref and said he wants to stop it.
That's a good call by the
Wow.
coach. You save your fighter. He's an amateur at the end of the day. Save him for another day. But, man, what a freaking performance by Richardson.
Because, that first half of that first round,
Douglas.
yeah, he was getting dominated.
Getting dominated.
Hard.
Yeah, he looked like the speed was going to be way too much.
Absolutely.
And he just countered it.
Well, I think he stuck with his game plan.
That's what I'm saying. He knew what he had to do in the fight, and he just stuck with it.
Wow, incredible.
And that's high-level stuff.
And he just looked so clean with the way he was throwing his punches. It never really changed. I mean, everything Douglas threw at him, he was able to take. No problem.
It was great. And that's where I think the power kind of differentiated between the two. I think Richardson packed a little more punch, but, man, what a fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a fairly quick fight, but there was just so much
happening.
And there were so many level changes throughout the course of that fight.
So many.
And it was a good move, like you said, amateur level, pro fight maybe, but the conversations of CTE and all that, it's just such a good move when somebody takes a flash knockout.
You know your fighter, and you go,
exactly.
He doesn't look like he's there. Let's probably stop this thing.
Well, and the way his coach took care of it,
yeah.
We see so many coaches that I think are hell-bent on their guy winning to prove that they're good coaches instead of actually being good coaches and doing what's right for their guy.
Coach Wright's a top-notch guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin Nix makes a stop to this bout at 2 minutes of into round 2. Your winner by TKO and new Tyler Richison.
New welterweight champion at the amateur level here at Husky Fat Promotions.